The meditations and visualizations we've introduced you to in this course so far take you away from the heavy vibrations of this world for a time and allow you to visit your inner world, where you can assert and strengthen your spiritual senses and interact with higher vibrations. Today's interactive meditation will allow you to experience the spiritual wonder of your outer world and to gain insight into the true nature of our planet by reaching out to, by touching via the expansion of your consciousness and the manipulation of your aura, greater spiritual reality, stripping away the illusions of society and materialism. But before I talk a little about your aura and take you through the exercise, I'd like you to first consider that every day of your life on earth, you the spirit person and you the physical being are under constant attack. How so? Well, every minute of every day, the dominant vibrations on earth seek to dampen your spiritual senses, to confine, restrict, restrain, silence, and imprison them. And they do this by distracting you. Consider how much distraction you succumb to every single day. How often do you check and recheck your phone, for example? How often do you allow your mood to be taken on a roller coaster ride by the news? How much of your time does watching TV take up? Do you plug in headphones whenever you go for a walk, rather than choosing to be quiet and peaceful? And how many other demands and distractions every single day vie for your attention, your time, and your energies? Today's meditation will give you some escape time from those distractions and show you how to build additional moments of true peace and higher awareness into your life. To take advantage of this exercise, you'll need to set aside some part of today to allow you to connect with nature. Or, if you're too busy today, you'll need to schedule in time to take part in this meditation at your earliest opportunity. After completing this exercise for the first time, to gain full benefit from it, you'll also need to reserve a recurring time slot, once a week at least, so that you can regularly repeat it from this point onwards. How long a time slot is up to you. You can expand the time this guided meditation takes you to experience and complete as you become more familiar with the exercise. A couple of hours, an hour, half an hour, it's entirely up to you, dependent on the amount of time you wish to put in on each occasion. It will be time well spent, however, as you'll be using it to untangle yourself from the material pressures and dictates of society and learning to expand your aura and consciousness in order to experience the wonder of the oneness of creation. A suitable time of day also needs to be considered. Early morning, perhaps, when everything is calm and quiet and the demands of the day haven't yet kicked in. Or evening, once the day's pressures are behind you. You can experience your first oneness connection as soon as you wish to. So please mark a time and a date in your diary right now, and let's investigate and practice this new way of sensing your world. You're going to take a walk outside and connect, really connect with nature. So you need to head for your garden if you have one, and it's a suitably peaceful place, or for a quiet park, or ideally for a stretch of peaceful, unspoilt countryside where you're unlikely to be disturbed. Whatever your choice, make sure there are trees there. If you're doing this for the first time, you'll need to take your mobile phone with you so that I can talk you through the exercise. Once you're familiar with it, however, please leave your phone at home. If you absolutely insist on keeping it with you, or find it hard to memorize the steps in this video and need to refer to them again, please don't be tempted to look at your phone for any other reason during this meditation. Oh, and please leave those headphones at home too. You won't be needing those either. We're almost ready to begin, but let's talk very briefly about your aura. The aura is a spiritual energy field that surrounds you and emanates outwards from your body. Imagine it as a bubble of energy with you at its center. When you're happy and relaxed, it expands. When you feel threatened in some way, it contracts, folds in around you to protect you. Contained within it are light energies of various colors that reveal to those who are able to see auras a great deal about your state of mind, your health, your spiritual progress, etc. Today, you're going to exercise, manipulate that aura. You're going to expand it and reach out with it. Ready to set out? Then, taking me with you, step outside and head for your chosen nature spot, on foot, in your car, or by whatever other means of transport you need to arrive there. Pause this video until you arrive and then reactivate it. Back with me? Good. Nice choice of surroundings, by the way. Now, I'd like you to select one tree from those that are around you. Approach it with reverence and respect and mentally ask its permission to touch it. Now place your hands on its trunk. Breathe peacefully and deeply and slowly and ask the tree to share its energy, its life force with you. Become as still as you can and begin to sense, to feel the energy vibrations of the tree through your fingertips. Feel that tingling sensation. Now imagine, visualize your aura, that bubble of light that surrounds you, gently expanding to encapsulate both you and the tree. Imagine yourself blending with, becoming one with, your chosen tree. Let go of your sense of individuality for a couple of minutes. Don't be afraid. Nothing bad will happen. Realize that you and the tree are one, are the same thing. There is no distance, no separation between you. Appreciate, explore, and hold on to this concept, this knowing from within for a little while, and I'll rejoin you in a couple of minutes. Now visualize your aura slowly separating itself from the tree and shrinking back to its original size as a bubble of energy around just you. Before moving on, mentally thank the tree for interacting with you. Bless it, appreciate it, love it. Now I'd like you to stand or sit and closely observe all the expressions of the natural world around you. Trees, bushes, flowers, leaves, the ground, any water features, the stones, the rocks, birds, insects, and once again, slowly visualize your aura expanding, reaching outwards to embrace and empathize with all the expressions of nature around you. Imagine your aura spreading out in all directions to reach and connect with and blend with every aspect of nature in your surroundings. Once again, let go of your perception of yourself as being contained and small and individual. Sense from your heart center and feel your consciousness expanding, reaching out via your aura to connect with and touch the trees and flowers and grasses all around you. Feel yourself quietly merging with all the expressions of nature in your vicinity. Appreciate the wise stillness of the trees, the radiating energy of the flowers, the emanations of quiet, unhurried order and peace. Sense the light and the underlying intelligence and purpose in every leaf, every flower, every blade of grass, every stone, every pebble, every bird, every insect. Become aware of the individual and communal sentience of all these expressions of life. Become aware of the fact that they, like you, are interconnected facets of creation, of love. Calmly appreciate the fact that everything around you is also you. There is no separation. Separation is an illusion. You are an integral part of everything. The only divisions that exist are as a result of our physical and mental conditioning to the other expressions of life around us. Realize that there is no difference. There are no barriers between you and the various expressions of life you are connecting with, and that you are part of all creation. Enjoy this glorious experience, and I'll join you again in a couple of minutes. Now, slowly, peacefully, withdraw from the expressions of nature around you. See, visualize your aura condensing, shrinking back down to the point where it once again becomes a bubble of energy that surrounds just you and is unique to you. As you do so, as you withdraw your consciousness from the wondrous expressions of creation around you, please take a moment to close and seal your chakras as we taught you to do in Module 1. These will have opened during this meditation and will need to be closed so that you can move on into your day. When you feel completely grounded and centered and back in your body, you're ready to head out into the rest of that day. Thank you for joining me for this special meditation. Be sure to note down in your spiritual diary. Remember, we suggested you keep one in Module 1. Any new sensations you feel, any spiritual concepts you become aware of each time you repeat this exercise. Your feelings of connection, the sensations and inspirations you experience will grow stronger and more frequent as you become more used to reaching out to the life around you in this way. This video concludes Module 4 of this course. Please join me next time for Module 5, in which we'll be looking at spirit communication, how to recognize it, how to achieve it, the purpose of it, and the do's and don'ts that surround it. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to this channel now and hit the bell to be notified of the first video in Module 5 and to access Modules 1 to 4. Please also subscribe to our other channels where we examine and consider many more spiritual topics. Links are featured at the end of this video.